Hello and welcome back to another episode of Golden Rust or Bust. I'm your host John Behrens, and today we're at Wangland's Auto to see if we can resurrect 3 midgets. Will we get these midgets running? Stay tuned to find out. So on today's episode we have, like I said, not 1, not 2, but over there we have 3 midgets. Usually you have to pay money to see this many midgets in one place, but not when you're at the junkyard. Then that's right where they belong. I think I'm going to show you around these vehicles to show you exactly what we're dealing with and what's going to be our best one to try and get running. This here is candidate number 1. Obviously, I got a Hornet up here I don't want to get stung by. So we're not dealing with much here, but I think it's going to be a good parts machine. Got a good coil in there, it looks like. Alternator. It has brake stuff if I need brake stuff, so that should work out. So this is going to be definitely parts for motor stuff. Let's go over to the second one. I'll show you what the second one looks like. This here is candidate number 2. Candidate number 2 is worse than number 1 because it does not have an engine or transmission. However, the seats are in really good shape, and the interior is in okay shape, and it's got some odds and ends that I might need for the exterior. But underneath the hood, we have nothing. See, absolutely zero engino. But it does have brake parts, it does have coil, some other things we might be able to salvage as well. And I think I might be able to salvage this hood as long as it's same design and same shape. Now that I showed you the first 2 cars, let me show you the third car, which is definitely going to be the one we're going to try and work on to get fixed. This here is candidate number 3, and I'm going to call her Little Blue because she's little and she's blue. But obviously you can see we have the engine, carburetor, everything is in here. So this is definitely going to be the candidate we're going to try and get running. The interior, well, it has one. It's covered in rat poop and raccoon poop and other things. So I think first things first, what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean up this part here so I can at least get into the machine and see if I can get any power going to the engine. All right, so before I dig into this thing, I obviously need to find out where the battery goes. And I think, because I don't see a spot up here, the battery is behind the seats. So let's start digging into this thing and taking stuff out of it. Usually you should wear gloves. Okay, so I have the car for the most part cleaned out. Obviously, you can see here there's some mushrooms growing inside of the vehicle. You know, who doesn't like a good mushroom? And right here is the battery. I found the battery. And I also found a whole entire colony of ants underneath that, so that's nice and yummy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a new battery in here and see if I have anything to my starter. Before I turn it over, I'm going to give it a once-over on the engine bay here. And first I'm going to see if the engine turns over. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, good, yeah. She's turning. She might have a hard spot, but she at least turns. Next thing I'm going to check is my oil. And it looks like it is spot on perfect. As you can see there, it is right at the max, which is great. So hopefully they just put new oil in it. No, they didn't. And it smells like gas, but that's all right. At least some lubricant is better than no lubricant. So now that I checked those 2 things, I think the next thing I'm gonna do is put my new battery in and see if I have anything at my key switch. Well, all right, I got my new battery here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna climb into the grossness, pop my old battery out, put my new one in, and check my key. I think I'm gonna need a couple of these bad boys though. Okay, there's the old battery, which has a date code on it of 10 of 2013. Let's see if I can get the new battery in here. Oh boy, I don't know if I will be able to or not. Might have to go find a different battery. Okay, got a new battery in. Let's see if we have anything to my key switch. I heard a fuel pump clickety-clack to life. Oh! We have key switch! Well, perfect. This might be really easy. I guess what I need to do now is check for spark and put some gas down her throat and see if she comes back to life. I think the best way to check for spark on this one is to just squirt some starting juice down her throat and see if she pops off. That one's gone forever. That carburetor looks really nice and clean. All right, here goes nothing. No way. No way. And it sits there and idles. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. That was really easy. Now, that's quite surprising. I don't know why she's frothing at the mouth. Maybe it has rabies. I don't know. I'm not. Oh, crikey. Today on the Discovery Channel, we got an MG midget in its natural habitat, the Junkyard, and it is frothing at the mouth. I need to keep my distance from this one, mate, before it reaches out and bites ya. Sorry, I just had to do it. But it's running. It's running really, really good. Not really good, but it's running. That's surprising. Well, anyways, I don't know what else to do but to try and drive it. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Well, good thing I unhooked the tank from the carburetor when I did, because that's what came out of it. Gas is not supposed to be brown, not good. So anyways, I got a gravity tank on it now, and it should fire up and still run, so I don't think there's gonna be any problems. Well, now that I know that it runs, I have to check my brake fluid here, and as you can see, that's empty. And also my clutch fluid, which the clutch goes straight to the floor, which tells me it is also empty. So I'm going to have to search the yard, see if I can find any brake fluid that I can put inside of here to make the clutch come back to life. Once the clutch is functional, I'll be able to drive this machine and hopefully do a burnout, because that would be an ultimate send-off for this lovely piece of British ingenuity. Yeah. Oh, and I need to find a bonnet. As you all say overseas, Governor. The Queen or something, I don't know. So anyways, I'm going to go and look for some brake fluid and see if we can find some brake fluid for this car. All right, I've been checking cars and I came across this beauty. This 1980s Cheyenne. Might be a 70s. I think it's an 80s though. And right here, behind the seat, I have heavy-duty brake fluid. And I have power steering fluid. Look at that. And if I really get crazy, I think there's a heat bottle over there so I can treat the gas tank, which is bad. So anyways, now that I found these, I'm going to take a look in some other vehicles, see if I can find anything else. Right next to the old truck is this old Bronco. And in the Bronco, I found, well, rust, number one. But I found antifreeze. Now, is it full? Oh, it's full. Oh, full thing of antifreeze. Is it popped already? It's popped, so it's probably old antifreeze, but it'll work for what I'm using it for. I'm like a hobo of the old car world. All right, so I'm back with my bag of goodies here that I found in the junkyard. And I found some power steering fluid, some brake fluid, and some more power steering fluid. So I'm going to start with the, oh, and I found a brand new funnel, which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this brake fluid here and just fill her up and see if we get some clutch back working. Ugh. With how much that's going down, I would say that I definitely have a break in my line somewhere, and I can't see it. So that kind of stinks, but hey, I guess we'll go on to our brakes. I have a feeling the brakes are going to be the same way, but hey, a man can dream, right? I hear it squirting out onto the ground, so I would say my brake lines are shot as well. Yay, that's great. What I am going to do is I am going to take this and throw these in the car so we then have them for next time I'm here. What else? Oh, I have antifreeze. Might as well put some antifreeze in it. All right, I would think that would be enough. This is some good stuff. I can't really drive it until I have clutch. Oh shoot, there was this gardener snake. I don't know if you can see that. There's a gardener snake in the tire. Hopefully we didn't kill him. Oh yeah, he's moving. Well, that makes me feel bad. Let's move you off somewhere you ain't gonna get hurt, little guy. I don't want you to get me, but I don't want you to get squished either. right, so I got the car moved. I got all 4 tires on it and are all holding air. So now it's time to see if I can take it up and put it on some concrete and see if I can get to my line that goes to my transmission for my clutch. So without further ado, let's take this car and move it someplace where I can get to work on it so I'm not lying in that. Well, alrighty, I got my new slave cylinder here and I got bolts off the other machine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crawl under little blue here and hopefully install this. And when I get this installed, hopefully I can get a clutch. I fixed my brakes. What it was I had a blown line. It was this line here. So all I did was just pinch it off and twist it over. So I don't have brakes on that side, but I at least have 3 out of the 4, which in my book is a passing grade. I mean, that's what, like a 70%, 80%? I don't know. I failed math. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that slave cylinder installed and we're going to go from there. So let's get that slave cylinder put on. So you are currently underneath the car and, oh wow, this is going to be tough. I'm going to be like recording upside down. Okay. So pretty much what needs to happen is this needs to go there. And this needs to go inside of this, right where my finger is. So, since it is hard to do, not only while recording, but just in general, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the phone down and then I'll record when I get it all done. So, I'm going to snap my fingers and it's going to be in place. You ready? Ciao. See, and now it's in place. All I had to do was lay in the dirt for about 30 minutes, which took way longer than I thought it was going to. And now it's in, which is great. So that means now it's time to jump in and see if I can get the clutch to actually start working and probably bleed the clutch. So let's do that now. Okay, so I have my slave cylinder on. I have the system bled. That was kind of hard to show with one person running around the car. I got my gas tank hooked up here. So now I guess it's time to see whether or not this thing will move and drive under its own power. First start in a couple days, haven't started it up. There we go. Right to life. Do we have reverse? And we have brakes. Do we have first? Oh, perfect. Look at that. She runs and moves under her own power. Well, heck, I'm going to probably take it out and tootle it up front, show the guys that I got it moving, and then I might take it for just a little drive. But let's go show the guys. Sits there and idles, too. Oh, door handle's broke. That's okay, you don't need door handles. Whoa, stop. Thank you. Well, I would say that's a pretty good success so far. Now all I need to do is make sure that the original tank that's in it is cleaned out so I can put some gas in it and see if I can get some gas coming from the original tank so then I'm not running a boat tank up on the hood there. Then after that, then I actually need to find a hood and I think she's ready to go. I mean, obviously we need to clean it out, do some other things, but not too bad, not too shabby, I don't think, to be honest with you. I think it's coming along really, really good. And those aren't the correct wheels. Those actually came off a Triumph, but I like them. They're big. They make it look like a race car. And speaking of race car, I am thinking what I want to do with this machine is an autocross event. So I want to take this to an autocross event right out of the junkyard and see if I can race this thing in the autocross event. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Will it work? Probably not. Will we have fun doing it? Absolutely. So anyways, I'm going to get to work on some of the other things I just mentioned and see if we can get that gas tank to come back around. That should be enough to at least see if the tank's going to work. Okay, with my gas in the tank, I can now turn the key on and see if my clickety-clack will push gas all the way to the front here and see what we're getting out of this line. Hopefully it's okay enough where I can put an inline filter in and run it straight to the carburetor, but we'll see. Yep, got gas coming out, and wow, it actually looks really clean. I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead. It actually looks really good. I mean, there was stuff still left in it, but that looks way better than I thought it was going to do. Way better than I thought it was going to be. So let's throw an inline fuel filter in it and see what happens. Carburetor could definitely use a rebuild, but at least now we don't have a boat tank. So win-win? I don't know. All right, well, let's try this again. don't think you can beat that. Ran, drive, and went into every gear. So the next thing is to clean it out, and I don't know. I didn't think I was gonna get this far, to be honest with you. So great success, very nice. I like when cars run. I do. Now it's time to try and find a hood for it, and some other miscellaneous things. I'd like to probably clean it out a little bit because it is pretty nasty in here. And then I guess we'll go from there. The horn does not work, so that stinks. But everything else seems to. I got really dirty hands from this nasty steering wheel. I think I'm going to make the next pandemic come out of this car. It's that gross. There was something trying to claw its way out, aka a raccoon or something. This seat has absolutely no filling left in it, so maybe I need to find another seat and go from there. So other than that, I really like this car. I think I'm falling in love. My wife is going to kill me, but that's okay. She has good life insurance on me. She just has to do it right so people wouldn't know. Anyways, let's get to work on some of these other things and go from there.
John from Golden Rust or Bust. He's going to try to do a burnout in this thing. Let's see it.
It'll do a burnout. Did I get anything to fire? One tire or anything? All right, that's good by my books. Well, it runs, it drives. Maybe I can take it to the autocross and see how it does on the autocross. Sorry if you were expecting a nice big smoky burnout. You're gonna have to just live with that. So anyways, bye-bye. Well, we got it running, and I'd like to take it home to see if I can race it. So this is going to be the end of the video, if we can get it on the trailer. Because, I don't know about you, but I don't think the clutch is working. The clutch gone. No clutch. I'm surprised I got it on the trailer, to be honest with you. I did not think that was going to happen. So now that it's on the trailer, I guess I'll take it back to my place, see if I can fix the clutch, and go from there. I'm definitely going to probably have to steal some of the parts that are on the other machine still. So, I don't know. We're going to see what happens. But that'll be the end of this video. So if you like this video, let me know if this is even worth doing. Comment it down below and say, hey, yeah, I want to see it race, or no, put that thing back in the junkyard. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. And as always, keep those wrenches turning.